Welcome to our show, Safe Eating, how to keep pesticides and toxins off your plate. Plump, flawless fruits and vibrant, crisp vegetables, it's easy to assume they're as healthy as they look. Thanks to modern agriculture and global supply chains, we enjoy a colorful abundance of produce year-round, supporting diets rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. But while the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables are well established, it's also worth understanding the potential risks that may lie beneath the surface. Today, we'll uncover what to look out for and share practical tips to help you choose and prepare your produce wisely. We've all heard that colorful fruits, vegetables, and grains are the foundation of a healthy diet, and it's true. They're packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But a 2024 study by the United States-based nonprofit Consumer Reports found that about 1 in 5, or 20%, of the 59 different fruits and vegetables it tested had detectable, unhealthy levels of pesticide residues. Fresh, canned, dried, and frozen produce sold in the U.S. were sampled. Popular items like bell peppers, blueberries, green beans, potatoes, and strawberries were among those with high pesticide amounts. And while the rest of the produce had at most residues within legal safety limits, some experts say long-term exposure at even these levels is still a concern due to exposure to multiple pesticides simultaneously. Pesticides can cause long-term health effects. One group, called neonicotinoids or neonics, is designed to target insects' nervous systems. Research suggests that, in high or repeated exposure, these chemicals may affect developing brains in children in ways similar to nicotine, possibly negatively influencing attention, motor skills, and behavior. Some studies have also looked at how these chemicals are linked to things like muscle tremors and interference with how our bodies handle insulin and fat. And beyond human health, neonics have been killing pollinators like bees, which are vital for growing many of our fruits and vegetables. Meanwhile, older chemicals such as DDT and atrazine, though banned in many places, can still linger in soil and water for years. Bright, colorful produce may look appealing, but sometimes that vibrant look is artificially enhanced. In some regions of the world, industrial dyes like malachite green or rhodamine B have been found on foods such as green peas and cherries to enhance their appearance. In India, both substances are banned for use in food due to their toxicity. Chemicals like calcium carbide are also used to speed up fruit ripening, especially in bananas and mangoes. If one has enough exposure to calcium carbide, mouth and nose irritation, nausea and vomiting, skin problems, and other issues can occur. Even dried fruits like golden raisins and apricots are often treated with sulfur dioxide to preserve color, a substance which can trigger reactions in people with asthma. And what about the perfectly glossy apple on the supermarket shelf? It might not be as perfect as it seems. Often, it gets its glossy finish from a coating applied after harvest to protect against brown or black patches forming during storage. One such coating, diphenylamine, or DPA, has been banned for use by growers in the European Union, or EU, due to its potential to form nitrosamine, a carcinogen. However, it's still used in the US at regulated levels, amounts higher than those allowed in the EU for imported apples and pears. Apples naturally produce a waxy coating that helps retain moisture and keep them crisp, but this layer often gets washed away during cleaning. To preserve freshness, food-grade waxes are often applied after harvest. These include vegan types like carnauba and candelilla wax. Beeswax and shellac, which are animal-based, are also often used. Other produce like pears, cucumbers, citrus fruits, and bell peppers may also be coated. To avoid animal people-derived ingredients, Choose unwaxed options or ask your local grocer or farmer for guidance if you are unsure whether a vegan coating has been used. And when it comes to what's on our produce, waxes aren't the only thing to keep in mind. You may not realize it, but the journey your fruits and veggies take from the farm to your plate can come with some hidden risks. One concern that's getting more attention lately is something called per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. These are man-made substances that don't break down easily, and they've been found in agricultural operations worldwide. For example, farmland across the UK has been contaminated with PFAS partly because it is in sewage sludge used as fertilizer. Furthermore, a 2023 report by Génération Future and the Pesticide Action Network Europe shows PFAS are also in some pesticides sprayed right onto crops. That means we could be exposed not just through the soil, but from the produce itself. Over time, these chemicals can build up in our bodies and have been linked to health issues like high cholesterol, liver damage, and even certain cancers. Let's continue uncovering potential pollutants hiding in fresh produce. There's another layer of concern when it comes to what's in our food: heavy metals like cadmium, mercury, arsenic, lead, and chromium. These toxic elements can find their way into soil and water through things like industrial pollution, mining, and even some farming practices. Once they're in the soil, plants can absorb them, and that means they can end up in our food. Over time, exposure to these metals has been linked to serious health issues, including nerve damage, kidney problems, diabetes, and heart disease. But it's not just chemicals we need to watch out for. Fresh fruits and vegetables can sometimes carry harmful bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria. These can come from things like direct contact with water contaminated by waste of intensively raised animal persons, unclean equipment, or even improperly composted manure. Infections from these bacteria can cause nasty stomach issues, and in rare cases, certain strains of E. coli can even lead to kidney failure. Given these risks, it's important to take proactive steps to reduce exposure to harmful substances in our food. One effective strategy is opting for organic produce when possible, as it reduces contact with synthetic pesticides and fertilizers. One of the best ways to get fresh, healthy produce is by visiting your local farmers market or joining a community-supported agriculture program or CSA. Not only will you find fresher fruits and veggies, but you'll also know where they're coming from. Local farmers often use fewer pesticides, and buying directly from them gives you a chance to learn about their farming practices. Fresh produce is packed with nutrients and sometimes a little extra. It can carry natural dirt, pesticide traces, or microbes from farm to kitchen. A good rinse before eating is a smart move. Simply wash fruits and veggies in cool water and gently rub them to lift off surface grime. For tougher items like potatoes and carrots, use a veggie brush. Leafy greens like lettuce or cabbage, peeling off the outer layer does the job. For delicate fruits like strawberries or grapes, store them unwashed in the fridge and rinse gently before eating. Even fruits you peel, like mangoes or oranges, deserve a quick rinse to keep outside contaminants from transferring to the inside. No need for fancy sprays. Just water and a little friction go a long way toward making your produce safer to eat. While rinsing produce underwater usually does the trick, some people prefer an extra step. Just skip the soap or commercial produce washes, as the US Food and Drug Administration advises against them due to chemical residue. Instead, simple at-home solutions can help. Soaking fruits and veggies in a mix of 1 tablespoon or 18 grams of salt per cup or 240 milliliters of water for 20 minutes may reduce pesticide residues and bacteria. A 10% vinegar solution works similarly, though it might leave a slight vinegar taste. For apples, studies show a 1% baking soda solution for 15 minutes effectively removes surface pesticides. Of all methods, peeling remains the most effective way to eliminate residues that may have soaked into the skin. Washing produce is a great first step, but did you know that how you cook your food can also make a difference? Cooking methods like blanching, boiling, and frying can help lower the levels of certain harmful chemicals. Take rice, for example. It naturally absorbs more arsenic than other grains, but there's an easy fix. Boil the rice in extra water for about 5 minutes, then drain and finish cooking with fresh water. This simple method can lower arsenic levels by up to 73% in white rice and 54% in brown rice, all while keeping those valuable nutrients. So go ahead, fill your plate with nature's colors, equipped with a little know-how and a good rinse. Eating healthy isn't hard, just smarter with a few simple steps. Here's to fresh bites and happy hearts. Stay curious, stay kind, and take good care. Your health is always worth the extra wash.